Hi Sanskar, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Mohit. How are you?
I'm also good. Thank you so much for joining on time.
Yeah, looking forward to the
Yeah,
interview.
yeah, thank you. The first question is tell me about yourself and what's your education background?
Yeah, so as you already know, my name is Sanskar Kumar,
Hmm.
and I have done my BTech from RCC Kolkata. I
Okay.
have over 3 years of experience. I have worked in two
Hmm.
different companies, namely Zagal and Imasharing India. So yeah,
Hmm.
and I'm looking forward to the interview with you.
So how much experience
Yeah,
is
three
three?
plus 3.5 years of experience.
Okay, 3.5 year experience. So all are from React
Yeah,
itself.
front end, complete front end, React.js,
Complete.
TypeScript. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Nice. So and what's your roles and responsibility for your current organization?
Yeah, so in the last company, I
Mm-hmm.
have my role is that I have to basically development and
Mm-hmm.
I have to peer reviews, peer code reviews. Okay, then
Okay.
I have to interact with the backend QA design
Mm-hmm.
team and
Mm-hmm.
streamline everything and basically sprint planning and everything. Little
Lot of things.
yeah. There are a lot of
Uh,
things. Yeah, basically,
mhm,
yeah. So it's like day-to-day coding is there. Then I have to do code reviews. Then I have to do
mhm,
interact with the backend for the APIs, with the design team for the UI and UX,
mhm,
and then with the QA team for the testing and stuff.
mhm.
So yeah, this is my roles and responsibilities for a
So,
day-to-day
so
work.
so which versioning tool you are using for your last organization? Can you?
Azure DevOps. We use Azure DevOps.
Okay, so
Yeah,
okay, that's good. And you are following agile method or
yeah, agile
methodology or
complete. Yeah, agile. Yeah,
complete agile?
sprint
Mm,
planning, sprint
mm.
retrospect, backlog final meeting, everything.
Everything's or
Yeah, yeah,
like you're following
yeah.
agile something.
Yeah, and the
Okay,
documentation and everything is also there.
in
We put
Confluence.
we do, oh yeah, Confluence, yeah, correct.
It's
Yeah,
Confluence itself. Okay,
yeah,
thanks. That the same company standard they are following.
yeah. It's a German company, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we follow that structure.
Okay, thanks. Nice. So, okay, we will start firstly with HTML, CSS, some question for
Mm-hmm.
HTML, CSS, then we will move to the JavaScript, then
Mm-hmm.
React.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, sure.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, start with first question with HTML. What's the difference
Mm-hmm.
between block label and inline element in HTML?
Yeah, so for block element, it will occupy the whole space of the line, and inline element will just take the space required. For example, if we use
Mm-hmm.
div or paragraph element, it will take the
Mm-hmm.
whole space of the line. But if we use span, it will take just
Okay.
the space required for the text or whatever we are putting in the span tag. So yeah,
Okay, can you share your screen? So I want to know the something about the semantic
sure, sure,
HTML tag element. What are they?
sure. Yeah, is my screen visible?
Yeah, it is visible. You go to the editor itself, and okay, that's okay, and you can
Mm-hmm.
cross it that one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what are the semantic tag in HTML?
Semantic tag. Like
Like,
um,
standard HTML5 standard tags, for example.
we have a div, we have p, we have anchor tag, we have strong tag,
Yeah, that
and
is that is not a semantic. Semantic is something having a meaningful name, like article, section,
okay,
header.
article section. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, that is it.
we have section, we have article, so yeah, we have
Mhm. So why,
these tags.
Anta, the question is why we use these tags? Why don't we use div itself?
Why don't we use?
Div itself. If div can do
Um, like
same
uh,
work.
um, it's for the DOM structure, like we can basically
Mhm.
able to distinguish between normal div tags and these article or section tags. We use it for
Mhm.
the DOM distinguishing or something, or
No, no, actually,
for the SEO structure also, like for the SEO.
yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
that is correct.
yeah,
SEO is
for the ranking
mostly.
of our website, yeah, for the ranking of
Mm,
our website on Google, so we can use
mm.
article and section, semantic tags basically. Yeah,
Yeah, semantic tag is basically use SEO and accessibility also.
correct.
Someone,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so give me some example. Which one is block level element and which one is inline element? Any
Yeah,
example you
so
have?
yeah, for block element we have div, we have paragraph, and for inline we have span.
Okay, okay, that's good.
Hmm.
So, so what's the difference between absolute and fixed position? What's the difference, absolute and fixed position?
Absolute. Like when we use relative, we use
Mm-hmm.
absolute to sorry.
Yes, it's correct.
Yeah,
Relative.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So whenever we use relative for some like
Mhm.
div or like some paragraph, so we use absolute to like make it perpendicular to that um, absolute and fixed rate. When we use absolute,
Mhm.
I'm like not able to recall properly.
Relative to positions related to itself.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that.
Perpendicular to the relative position. We use
Yeah,
absolute for the perpendicular
to the
to the
relative.
relative position. Yeah.
And fixed one is like they stay in fixed. Whenever you scroll your page, they are staying
Mm-hmm.
in fixed.
Yeah, it's
That
staying
is
in
like
the right position in the fixed position. Yeah.
related to viewport.
Yeah, correct, correct. With
Yes.
viewport, yeah. Viewport
Okay.
height and viewport width. Yeah.
Yes, correct. So, what's the difference between EM, REM, percentage, and pixel?
So pixel is like it's a like all the these three are units. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we use it for like font size or like for margin padding and etc.
Mm-hmm.
So px is 1/16th of an inch, and
Okay.
then percentage is like, for example, if we have given a max width of 400 pixels, so if we use 80%, so it will occupy
Mm-hmm.
80% of the width given to that element or to
Okay.
that div or like paragraph tag.
Mm-hmm.
And you asked M or rem? Which one you asked?
EM, REM.
Yeah, EM is like it EM is the like it takes the
Enumerate type related to their parent.
yeah, it takes from the
Yeah.
parent and we can like use it in multiples like 2 EM,
Mm-hmm.
3 EM. So whatever the size of the
Mm-hmm.
parent is there, it will take it on its behalf. So for example, if the parent size is 14 pixel, we have given a text of 14 pixel,
Mm-hmm.
and if we use M in the child of the that parent child of that element, then we can
Mm-hmm.
use 2 EM or 3 EM so that it will
Mm-hmm.
become automatically 28 pixel or 42 pixel, something like that.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
correct. And it's a logical question. How do you
Mm-hmm.
make a website to mobile friendly? Any idea in your mind?
And
Any
media
technique?
queries, we can use media queries for that.
Any other method?
Any other method? We can use we can use breakpoints for that. Like um,
Hmm.
no, okay.
Flexbox,
Okay,
Flexbox.
Flexbox. Yeah, yeah. We can use Flexbox also, like rows, columns, everything. We can give the display flex. Yeah, justify content and align items. So yeah, we can make it responsive through that also. Yeah.
Okay, so difference between CSS grid and Flexbox?
CSS grid and Flexbox. Okay, grid. See, Flexbox is so like we
Hmm.
can like we can Flexbox के लिए we can use display property of flex and then we can like show it in a like line wherever we want to like position it throughout the viewport. Like for example, if we use display flex and justify content center, so whatever item there is, it will be coming in the center horizontally, and when we use alike items, we will
Hmm.
be like positioning it like cross the axis. Like if we use line items, we will be positioning it like on the y-axis. So yeah, that is we have for Flexbox, and
Hmm.
CSS grid is like I'm not able to like recall the definition, but
Hmm.
mm, for CSS grid, like it is also used for positioning purpose, like as like as compared to Flexbox.
Hmm.
But I'm not able to recall like exactly what is grid because normally we use Flexbox for everything, right? Matlab, like
No,
items and
actually,
justify.
actually,
Sorry.
both are using for a mobile friendly related to
Acha,
website,
okay.
and
Acha, acha.
but main difference is Flexbox is used as a one dimensional. Either we can
Okay.
use row, either we can use column.
Column.
In a
Okay.
grid, we follow two-dimensional layout. We can use row column in the same time.
Acha,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
main difference.
Difference between grid and okay.
Yeah, that is the
So
main
yeah,
difference.
grid
Otherwise,
is 2D
hmm,
and that is one dimensional. Yeah.
yeah, right. So, how do you make your images responsive? Uh, anything you have in mind? If I give you one image having large size, how do you make
Mm-hmm.
it as a responsive image? Any CSS property in your mind?
Positioning of image for responsive. I'm not able to recall for as for now, but we can use width
Mhm.
property or the of like percentage. Like we can
Mhm.
give width of the image as per the resolution of the screen. We
Mhm.
can do something like that.
Yes, something like this. Mm.
Or we can use media queries also. Like for example, we have a breakpoint of 576 pixel for a mobile, or
That
720
is
pixel.
that is
Yes.
different thing. Media query is some
Okay, that's different.
different
Okay.
things.
I think as of now, though, like I have this width property in my mind. Apart
Yeah,
from that,
max
yeah,
width,
please.
max
Okay,
width
max
you
width.
can
Okay, yeah,
use,
yeah,
or
correct, correct, correct.
even you can provide height is auto. That two
Okay, yeah,
properties you can use to do
yeah,
it.
it will take automatically the height.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So have you heard about local storage, session storage, and cookies?
Yes, yes, I have heard about all these three. Yeah.
Can you show me in your browser where is it located in?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll just open. Yeah, we have local storage, we have session storage, and we have cookies.
So what's the difference between these
Yeah, yeah.
threes?
So just a second. No?
No problem.
So yeah, normally we use local storage and session storage for
Mm-hmm.
saving the user data. For example, when we log in, we can
Mm-hmm.
save the user's data in local storage and session storage. The difference between local storage and session storage is that session storage is like one-time thing. For example, if you close the tab, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the data is gone. You can't recover it, or you can't like the session is destroyed basically. But if
Right.
we like close the tab or like refresh the page or something, anything, so local
Mm-hmm.
storage data is persists until unless we delete it intentionally or like yeah intentionally yeah. Okay, so these
And
two are the differences between local storage and session storage.
mm-hmm.
And cookies, like whenever we want to fetch data for a user very fast or like very fast data fetching is required, and then we use cookies. Basically, all three are data storing things for a browser. So yeah, these are the differences.
Which one is good? Which one is good?
Good as in like if you see authentication thing
Mm-hmm.
like data privacy or like data breach thing, so it's
Mm-hmm.
better to use refresh token like faster expiry of the access token,
Mm-hmm.
so that the data is not breached and like the access token gets refreshed as soon as like quickly,
Mm-hmm.
and we can like use some what is that called some encryption and decryption also. So we can encrypt the data in some format and you share
Mm-hmm.
store it in the local storage and session storage. So yeah,
Okay.
we can do
So,
this.
so why we company mostly use cookies if we have local storage and session storage like this?
Cookies is for like faster
Mm-hmm.
fetching of the data. Like if, for example, when we like a
Mm-hmm.
user opens a page for after a very long time, so the data of the user is stored in the cookies. So whenever he opens it,
Mm-hmm.
uh, quickly the browser fetches the properties from the cookies and like render it on the screen. So yeah, that
And
will
the
why
and
yeah
cookies taken from the backend also. Backend will also share that cookies to
yeah
front end.
correct
That is
correct
the
correct correct
mainly things.
yeah.
Okay, so that's good from HTML, CSS. We can move
Mm-hmm.
to the JavaScript part.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Okay,
Yeah, go.
what's the difference between var, let, and const?
Yeah, so yeah, just a second. Huh? So these three are all the methods to like define or use a variable in JavaScript. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For example, let and const were introduced in the ES6, which came in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Previous to that, we used to use only var for variable declaration. So the
Mm-hmm.
difference is like var can be hoisted, but let and const can't be hoisted. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For var and let, they can be reassigned, but const can't be reassigned.
Okay.
Also, var is function scoped, whereas let
Mm-hmm.
and const are block scoped. So these are
Okay.
the kind of differences that we have between var, let, and const.
What about hosting?
Yeah, so yeah, as I already said, var can be hoisted, but
Mm-hmm.
let and const can't be hoisted. Whenever we try to like whenever the browser file runs, so they both go in the temporal dead zone. Let and
Oh,
const. Yeah.
okay. They are also having a hosting, but they goes to the temple edge.
Yeah, so basically they are declared, but we can't
Mm-hmm.
initialize them. We can't initialize. It's not initialized. So if we
Mm-hmm.
try to access it between the
Mm-hmm.
initialization, it will give us reference error. So yeah,
Okay.
this is
So
about hosting part three of them.
so what is hosting?
Yeah, so hosting is like wherever the file runs on the browser or some. So all
Mm-hmm.
the declarations and everything moves to the top, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this is what hosting. It moves to the top and
Any
like line by line it runs. Yeah, sorry.
any example you have? You can write it
Oh yeah,
so
sure,
we
sure, why
can
not?
check.
Yeah, why not, why not, why not? So yeah, where we have is equal to okay, Um, so yeah, okay.
Mhm.
So so yeah, when we try to run it, so yeah, what we are doing is
Mhm.
we are like what we have done is we have declared a variable called name with var, okay, and then
Okay.
we have declared one more variable with let, okay.
Mhm.
So as I said, var is hoisted and
Mhm.
let is not hoisted at all. So whenever when
Mhm.
we are trying to access full name, that is the let declaration before its actual like declaration, it giving us reference error that we can't access it. On the other hand, var the name, that is function scope, so we are trying to access it before its declaration, so it's giving
Mhm.
is undefined. Undefined means that it has no value because this is the line we are assigning it value to. So that's why it is hoisted but not completely. We can't access it before we won't get the value before its like initialization. So yeah, this is what
Yes.
hoisting is.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So, what is event delegation and why is it useful?
So event delegation is like whenever we're trying to like manage the event propagation of the parent and the child with one event listener. So
Okay.
that is event delegation, and it's useful because there is only one event listener that we are trying to handle, the child and the parent. So we can just put
Mhm.
conditions on that, and we don't have to create multiple event listeners for the same usage. So this is why it is useful.
Okay. Okay, that's good, right. What's the difference between double is equal to and triple is equal to?
Yeah. So I will just show you an example.
Mhm.
Um, console.log. So yeah, when we try to run these two console logs, okay, so two
Mhm.
equal string two. So
Mhm.
in double equal, it only compares the like value. Okay, so we have two in both the sides, so it will give us true. But in the triple equal, it
Mhm.
compares the value as well as the type of the like like value.
Anywhere,
Okay,
anywhere, this,
yeah,
any
it's a type.
variable.
So
Mhm.
it will give us false. For example, when we try to run it, you will get true because double equal just compares the value, but triple equals compare
Mhm.
the type as well. So yeah.
So, if we compare uh, empty array, triple
Mm-hmm.
is equal to empty array. So,
Mm-hmm.
what's the output?
So yeah. So yeah, this will be false because these are
Mhm.
empty arrays. It's like it's not that simple as we are comparing the types. It's like
Mhm.
they have different references. Okay, their memory is stored
Mhm.
somewhere in the like their memory is like stored, but they have different addresses. So the references is different. So it will
Mhm.
always give false for this whenever we try
Okay.
to run it.
Okay,
Yeah,
correct. The reference of the array is always be different.
correct.
Okay, what is the difference between debouncing and throttling?
So yeah, okay. Debouncing is like, for example, we have an input tag, okay, and we are writing something. So
Mm-hmm.
debouncing is like it will only fire or it will only work whenever we leave the
Mm-hmm.
functionality for a particular amount of time for a delay. For example, if you are writing something, okay. For example, I'm writing Sanskar Kumar
Mm-hmm.
is a front end developer, okay. So whenever our like finger is stopping for more than delay seconds or for than from some particular amount of seconds, it will fire,
Mm-hmm.
and we will get the for example we are using a API to like fetch some data. So whenever we are writing the text, so it will only fire when we stop for a particular delay of seconds. But on the other hand, throttling is like whenever we are writing this whole sentence, it will always fire on the seconds or the time that we pass to the function. For example, we pass 1 second, so it will fire on every 1 second. So yeah,
Okay,
this is what throttling is.
so what's the real world example where we use debouncing, where
Okay,
we use
so
throttling?
for example, we have Flipkart, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
we are like using the search option, and we are
Mm-hmm.
trying to search some, for example, some book. So while we
Mm-hmm.
are writing the book, okay, um, uh, while we're writing the name of the book on the search box,
Mm-hmm.
so whenever we stop or for some amount of seconds, then it will give us the results by fetching it from the API. Because whenever like it won't be fetching on every keystroke, because that will be
Okay.
not beneficial because it won't be beneficial because it will be many API calls and it will like put pressure on the backend and for the performance optimization. Okay, so yeah, that is the
Mm-hmm.
issue. And for throttling, I can say that when we are like infinite scrolling, okay, for example, on LinkedIn, when we are looking for some posts or something, so we are when we are
Mm-hmm.
infinite scrolling, we are scrolling, so it won't fire again and again. Like whenever we use it very fast and fast, whenever we use it very fast, okay, so yeah,
Okay.
this is the real life example. You can say that. So
Yes.
if it fires every time we reach the end of the page, then it will be a very heavy usage for the backend. So yeah, it will happen only after some X amounts of seconds. So yeah, this is the real life usage. I can say that industry level.
Okay. 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 Shall we can move with the output based question as of now. Okay. You can write console log
Mm-hmm.
within console log array 1 comma 2 and outer array go to the outside array plus and again array
Mm-hmm.
3 comma 4.
A4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the output for this will be. I will
Mm-hmm.
just show you the output. 1 comma 23
Mm-hmm.
comma 4. So yeah, what the plus operator does it?
Mm-hmm.
It will combine the last element of the first array and the first element of the last array, and it will make it as a string. Yeah, it will be a string, I would say. Yeah. Uh, I'm not sure if it will be a string. Uh, uh, yeah, it will be a string. Yeah. So yeah, it will combine the first element of the last array and the last
Mm-hmm.
element of the first array and the first element of the last array, second array. Okay. So it will combine these two, and we will get a new array with this output. If I'm not
Okay.
wrong.
Okay. Run it.
Yeah, sure.
Sometime something is correct, but not
Okay,
that much.
this string thing, okay, it won't
Mm-hmm.
convert into a string, it will be a remain a number, okay. Yeah, sorry, my bad. So yeah, this
Mm-hmm.
happens whenever we use the plus operator for,
Actually,
yeah.
that completely they convert as a string if you put plus operator. The whole
Okay,
thing is
this to,
completed is to
okay,
string, and 2 3 is within
acha,
the string.
okay,
These things. No problem. Array
okay.
to string concatenation, the concept is using here.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
okay, yeah.
What about console log? We will put within console log 0 0.1 plus 0 0.2. Mm,
Point 2. 0.1 to 0.2.
no, no, 0 0.1 plus 0 0.2 is equal to 0 0.3.
Yeah,
Yes.
this should give true in like other languages, but in JavaScript, it's like whenever we add 0.1,
Mm,
0.2, we don't get exactly 0.3. So I don't remember the like exact logic behind this, but it will be false here.
yeah,
So
the
yeah,
output
matlab,
is correct
it will become something.
because of this
Sorry.
floating point. This is floating point precious issue, precision issue,
Okay,
precision issue.
floating point issue.
Yeah.
Okay, precision issue.
That's
Okay,
why it's goes to the false. Okay, that's good.
okay.
And what about
Mhm.
any other like what's the type of NAN?
Sorry, type number. It's number.
Uh, okay, it's number. Okay, one more thing. Let you can remove it all. Firstly, remove it all. Okay, let obj is equal to within object a1 a colon 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and okay, that's one. The only a1, and second line let copy is equal to obj,
Copy is equal to obj.
and the next
Mm-hmm.
line copy dot a is equal to 5,
Copy dot is equal to 5. Mm-hmm.
and the last console log within console log a object plus a
Object
plus a. Oh,
plus
sorry,
a.
plus not plus a. Sorry, dot a.
Okay, yeah,
It's small a.
yeah,
Oh, so
yeah.
what's the output? What do
So
you think? Mm.
yeah, it will print 5 because the thing is ki, we are putting the reference of object into copy. So when we are changing the
Mhm.
copy.a to 5, the object.a is also automatically changing to 5. So yeah, it will print 5 here.
Is it correct?
Because we are
Are you
not
sure?
deep cloning it, we are just shallow cloning it. Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely correct. Yeah, we're
Yes,
just shallow
yes.
copying. We're not deep copying here. Yeah,
Yes, correct, correct. So, okay, let me move to the some other question. So,
yeah, yeah.
what
Please
are
go ahead.
you want to? I want to. If you have any string, I want to reverse that string.
Mm-hmm.
What logic you are using without
Mm-hmm.
using dot reverse method?
Sure, sure, sure. Why not?
Mhm.
For example, let str is equal to square string str.
Without using reverse.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Don't worry, don't worry.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, right. So yeah, we will just write this function where we are traversing the string from the reverse, and we will be concatenating
Mhm.
into a new result string, and we just return it. We will be getting it uh, reversed. Yeah, so we have
Yes.
it reversed RAKSNES. So yeah, this function we can use for reversing a string without using the dot reverse
Mhm.
method.
Yes, that's correct. Write a
Mm-hmm.
function to remove the duplicacy of array. Any any digits you have, like any random digit, you need to
Sure, sure.
remove the duplicacy.
So you want an array which is like only single elements are there from this
No,
new from this existing array.
okay. That is okay. Uh, you need to remove the duplicacy within this array itself.
Okay, within this array, within the
Mhm.
existing array.
Yeah,
Okay.
within this array,
Okay.
you can return it anything output. I want output like 1 3 4 6 only.
Set. I'm not sure if it will work, but I read it somewhere that this should work. Let's try it. Yeah, so we are getting the unique array
Uh,
with the list.
no, this is coming from object, coming inside
Okay.
object. I
Okay,
want
okay, we
result
want
within array.
existing array. Okay.
Mhm. Because you are using spread operator, spread, that is
Correct, correct. Yeah, yeah.
very easy.
Okay. Let me just think about it. In the existing array. Okay. Start to show the existing array. Existing array. Okay. And unique in the existing array. You can just So it's going to empty array. Yeah, so is this fine that we are like
Yes.
traversing it, and whenever we're finding the frequencies, like we have already encountered it, so we are
Hmm.
just moving to the next one, and if we have encountering it for the first time, we are pushing it in the result array and we are just returning the result array. So is this okay?
Yeah, that is good. That is good. Your JavaScript knowledge is good according to me. So we can move to the
Thanks.
that
Yeah.
generally I ask three question for
Achha.
that one for logical question,
Mm-hmm.
three logical question. Someone give two correct answer, then generally I don't ask third one
Okay.
because
Achha.
they if they give two question rights, so that's why that logically is good according to me.
Okay.
In real life interview, I am asking, I'm saying like
Yeah, yeah.
this. Okay, so let's move to the React.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, these are the basic things, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Mainly, you need to work
Sure, sure.
on React itself. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. What's the difference between function versus class component?
Sorry, didn't get you.
Sorry. What's the
Sorry.
difference between function and class component?
Um, Difference between function and class component in function components, we can use hooks like inbuilt hooks. For example, use state, use effect,
Hmm.
use callback, use member, but we can't use the same in class components. And class components are like they were used previous to, I guess, React 16 version, if I'm not wrong. And post to that, we have been using hooks
Hmm.
in we have been using functional components in React. Also, for the defining of the class components, we need to use extends class something with the exactly, I don't
Hmm.
remember the syntax. But in normal function components, you can just create a function with the name and it will just work fine. So yeah, I guess these are some differences between class components and function components.
Are you use any class component in your career?
No, no, I have never worked with class components till now.
Uh, Even class component is neither nor depreciate as of now. Nothing depreciate that is still alive.
Okay, it's still working. Yeah, that is
Yeah,
still
still.
because in many
Mhm.
legacy code bases, still class components are being used
Yeah,
in many
that's
legacy
why.
code bases.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, correct. So, okay, which React version you are using as of now?
18.1 or 2 or something, even I don't remember.
Okay, no problem. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
no, no problem. So, what's the virtual DOM and how it is differ from the real DOM?
Yeah, so a virtual DOM is a like light copy of the real DOM. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and like virtual DOM is used to like update the real DOM. So basically, when there is some state or props change on the page, so
Mm-hmm.
virtual DOM helps to update the real DOM in a faster way, and that what makes React a very fast like JavaScript library. So yeah, virtual DOMs helps a lot in the updation of the real DOM.
Okay. Are have you know what is reconciliation?
Yeah, yeah. So what happens is, as I already told you, that this virtual DOM, a lightweight copy of the
Mm-hmm.
DOM. So what
Mm-hmm.
happens is, whenever we do any state change or props change, so there's another the virtual DOM will be created, and these two virtual DOMs will like compare with each
Uh,
other. That what are the changes that have been made, okay, and then these changes are applied to the real DOM. So this whole process is called reconciliation in React.
without a virtual DOM, any other method? Any other method without virtual DOM to reconciliation?
React Fiber is there. We have React Fiber.
Okay, Portal. Are you
React,
use
sorry, sorry. Yeah.
React Portal? Are you use?
Yeah, React Portal is to like we use it to like render child components out of parent components DOM hierarchy. I guess so. It's a different
Mm,
thing. I've
yeah,
not
that
used
is
React Portal, but yeah, I
that
have
is
a little bit
also
idea of how.
yeah, that is also part of conciliation portal.
Okay, yeah,
Okay, no
that's okay.
problem.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
Thanks for letting me know. Yeah.
okay, no problem. And what's the difference between control component and uncontrolled component?
Yeah, so control components are like we use hooks or like a use state hook to like bind it, and we can
Hmm.
update the data with it. And like what is it called? State is a source of truth for control components, and for uncontrolled components, it's like handled with DOM hierarchy. DOM normally we use useref hook for this handling of the uncontrolled components. So yeah, this is the
Okay,
difference.
okay, that's correct. What about React hook? And what is the difference? Why we use state or why we use effect?
Yeah, so use state is like normally data handling hook. So, for example, we have a text box. So, we need to handle the data for that. So, we will create a use state hook. So, we can render it on the screen. We can update it at the same time. So, this is use state hook. And use
Hmm.
effect hook, there are three cases for use effect hook. First of all, use effect hook is that whenever the page renders, use effect will run if it has an empty dependency array or it has no dependency array. So, yeah, that is use
Hmm.
effect hook. So if it has a dependency array, it will only run wherever the value inside the dependency array changes. Okay. If it has no dependency array, okay, then it will run on every state of props change, whatever changes on the screen, it will run on after every render. Okay. And then we have empty dependency array. It will only run when the page renders for the first time. So yeah, these are the three case scenarios that we have in use effect.
So have you heard about lifecycle method?
Yeah, yeah, component lifecycle method. Yeah, so it's like the
Mm-hmm.
whole process for the React. Okay, so there are
Mm-hmm.
three stages in the React lifecycle. There is component did mount, component did update, and then component unmount. So
Oh,
component did mount is whenever the component renders for the first time on the screen. That is
no, no.
component did
I
mount.
my question is how they relate your lifecycle method in use effect.
Okay, yeah. So yeah,
Mhm.
so whenever the use effect has a whatever empty dependency array, so it's rendering for the first time. So its
Mhm.
component did mount. Okay, and if
Okay.
there is any dependency, if there is in the dependency, for example, a value. Okay,
Hmm.
and the text box is rendering. So it's like component did update. Whenever the value is changing, it's updating basically, and then
Hmm.
we can use a return method in use effect,
Hmm.
which is useful for the cleaning purposes. Okay, so it
Hmm.
is component unmount. So yeah, this is the way we can relate use effect with component lifecycle. So yeah, whenever the component unmounts, we like the return method runs, and it unmounts from the DOM. And it's also useful for memory leaks, because if we return from the use effect, won't be memory leaks also. So yeah,
So have you
it's
used that component unmount?
yeah, I have used return method in use effect. Yeah.
Okay, use it.
Well, I have
Okay.
not used, as I said, I have not used a class
Mhm.
component, so I have not used the component unmount as
No,
that
no.
function.
I want to have you use return method inside use effect.
Use effect. Yeah, 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 yes, I have
Okay.
done that. Yeah.
So any other way to you handle the state?
Yeah, we can use reducer for handling multiple states at the same time. We can use reducer.
Any other
See, it's
things?
like used it only. Sorry,
Any other way? Except
any other
use
way.
state or except use reducer.
Any other way? I'm unable to recall. Like, the other methods for use, like for handling states. Acha, you are you talking about use context? Like we can use context also to
Hmm.
handle states throughout
No, no,
different.
no. I'm talking about Redux.
Okay, that is a state management level. Yeah, we can use that as well. Yeah, matlab, yeah. I thought you
Yes.
were talking about the hooks. So I was just inside the hooks mindset.
No.
Yeah, obviously we have JavaScript management library, JavaScript state management library Redux. So we can use
Hmm.
Redux also. So yeah,
Yes, no problem.
we
Uh,
can create a global store and we can use like create dispatch and like
mhm.
configure slices and everything, and we can like, use it for state
So,
management throughout the
so
application.
you are using Redux or Redux toolkit?
Toolkit, Redux
Okay,
toolkit. It's
toolkit
like
is
modern day. Yeah.
because toolkit is only recommended way to use
Correct,
library,
correct.
right?
Nowadays, yeah.
Okay.
Correct, correct,
Okay.
yeah.
So how context API work?
So how does it work? So we create a context, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
we pass it from the parent to the child, okay.
Mm-hmm.
How does it exactly work? Um, we can pass data from parent components to child components, and from child
Mm-hmm.
components to parent components. It's like it works both ways. Also,
Mm-hmm.
it's like used to manage state management throughout the application,
Mm-hmm.
and we can use multiple contexts also at the same time. So yeah, these are the use cases of React context.
Yes. So how do you optimize your app based on performance? Any
Okay, yeah.
method?
So there are many methods. Yeah. So let me just list them down. Okay. First of all, we can do lazy loading.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Only load the components which are required at the loading time, not rendering other components as well. Then we can
Mm-hmm.
use code splitting, like um, breaking down the code into small components so that it doesn't make too much pressure on the rendering part. Then we can use callback and use memo hooks to like control the re-rendering. Okay, we can use that. Then we can use CDN links for images to like load it fast. And then we obviously have a virtual DOM for the React. It already like
Mm-hmm.
fastens up the process. Also, we can use
Okay, that's good.
yeah, I
That's
guess
good.
these are the methods,
Mm.
yeah, that we can use for React optimization, like optimization of the React app. Yeah.
So what's the difference between use memo and use callback?
Yeah, so use memo helps us memorize the value, and use callback helps us memorize the function. So, for example, if we have a graph, okay, the graph will take a lot of data, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, what we can do is we can wrap it inside use memo hook so that it only calculates again when the dependency array value changes, okay. So, if the graph
Mm-hmm.
value changes, for example, we are putting up a graph of spend analysis of some year. So, until unless we are changing the year of that graph, it won't render again. But for use callback memorizes the function. When we are using use callback for calling an API or something, okay, and if the path params or the query params are changing, so it will memorize the function and give the like new value immediately. It won't render if some other states or props changes. So yeah, this is the difference between use memo and use callback.
Okay, it's some
Both are used for memorization techniques. Both are memorization techniques.
yes. For example, if you have any project and then
Mm-hmm.
the API you are using, product list API, it will take five
Okay.
seconds to
Okay.
load in your front end.
Mm-hmm.
So, and how will
Mm-hmm.
you improve that performance?
Mm, First, I would like the 5 seconds is taking from the backend side or it's like taking from the front end side. Like how is it?
Backend side. So
Okay,
you need
then
to
we can
improve
use we can
performance. You can improve that things in front end itself.
okay then we can use skeleton screen for that. While the data is loading on the screen, we can use the skeleton screen. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
type of component that we render on the screen. It's like blink blinks like we have it on LinkedIn as well. When the data is still loading, we can see a dummy screen on the app. So yeah, we can use that thing. Also, we can show a loader if required while the loading is there. Like for example, we have submitted a form and it's taking 5 seconds for the data to come from the API. So we can use the loaders. Um, we can use loader there.
Loader
We
loader is the
can
best option.
these two things are.
Loader is the
Yeah,
best
nowadays
option,
skeleton screen is also like,
but
yeah, yeah,
that is
correct, yeah.
working if more than 5 seconds. That is different. If less than 5 seconds, it's loader is the best option. Less than 5 seconds. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
one
correct,
more
yeah,
question
yeah.
for you.
Loader we can use it.
One more question
Mm-hmm.
for you based on these things. Uh, if
Mm-hmm.
you have any application who's having rows, more than 10,000 rows in your admin dashboard,
Roles.
row and column, row.
Okay, yeah, okay, okay. Uh-huh.
Okay, if you have 10,000 rows in your API, if you
Mm-hmm.
implement your API in admin dashboard, so how do you
Mm-hmm.
handle these rows? So it will
We can
take
handle it by multiple methods.
if you take full
Mm-hmm.
API, it will take 10 minutes to load all the rows.
Mm-hmm. Correct,
Then how do
correct.
you handle it?
We can use pagination. Okay. For example, we are getting 20 records at a time, so we can create a pagination thing. So when the user clicks on the second
Mhm.
number page or third number page, it will fetch those only records. Okay. So this is one method. Also, then we can use virtualization also.
Mhm.
Virtualization is like it will render only those rows which are in the DOM which are currently visible on the screen. For example, if it's a
Mhm.
scroll thing, so whenever the user scrolls it, so only those rows will be in the DOM which are being fetched currently, and it won't push too much pressure on the DOM, and it will be a faster response time also, and it will be smooth, and it won't like flicker on the screen. So yeah, these two methods we can use
Mhm.
to render 10,000 data from the API. And also
No, no,
there's
no, no,
something
correct.
else.
That is fine. Two method is
Okay.
good. So,
Yeah, yeah, okay, okay, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So interview is done now, and
Yeah, okay, okay.
according to me, you are good to go to do any interview anywhere else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The overall performance is good. You need to just improve your knowledge about HTML, CSS, some things a little bit. But your
Okay, little bit,
logical
yeah.
is good. Logical is good. HTML and React is good. Even you will
Mm-hmm.
learn something more advanced topic in React. If it is
Yeah,
if you
sure, sure, I
want
will
to
do that, yeah.
more expertise to go with the
Mm-hmm.
Redux toolkit, any other things, or also if you are more comfortable to, you can learn any backend library like Python, Django,
Yeah, yeah,
something. These
yeah.
are
Correct, correct.
definitely help for you in future. As of
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
it's fine. You can
Yeah, correct.
completely go. As of now, it will fine.
Mm-hmm.
You can completely go to take interview any other organization. Definitely, you will select it.
Thanks a lot, Mohit. Yeah. Thanks a
Thank
lot for
you.
the feedback, yeah. And I will obviously improve on the HTML CSS part.
Yes, sure.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Thank
joining.
you, Mohit.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye.